Good evening, folks. You got me all loud and clear, Paul. Just give me a thumbs up, mate. Awesome. Thanks for the introduction, Paul. Right then, folks. As Paul said, my name's Ben Cockayne. I'm a Yorkshireman, very proud Yorkshireman. So I hope you can all understand the broad accent tonight. Me and my wife have been involved it's 5 weeks actually on Wednesday. So 4.5, 5 weeks we've been involved. And like Paul said, we have had some success to get us started off, which has been great. My day job is professional sport. I'm a professional rugby league player. I'm in my 13th year as a professional, but I've been in the network marketing business for 5 years and I've enjoyed every minute of it. I have had success previously. I'll not get into too much detail about that just now, but we've had previous success, and at the back end of last year, I kind of took a break from network marketing, home-based business. Lost my appetite for it, so to speak. Me and my wife went on holiday, we got married, and then coming into 2017, this is my testimonial year for my job, rugby league. And that means I've got a lot of events to be attending and dealing with this year, so I wasn't looking for anything. Anthony Raspin, a friend of mine, came along and he just said that, Ben, I've come across something that you may be interested in. When he told me it was network marketing, the first thing I said was, I'm not interested. When he said wine, then I was very interested. The reason for that is because, the previous companies I've been involved with, the products that I was using, they required a specific sales pitch. So I had to encourage people to continue using a product. I had to motivate people to continue living a healthy lifestyle and doing the right things and so on and so on. So it got a little bit, it was a little bit of a chore. But when I thought about the wine business, I got excited because it's a product that people are familiar with worldwide, not just in the UK. People definitely don't need any encouragement to continue to use it. And it's a pleasure. Alcohol, wine, it's a pleasure. It's something that people do just to enjoy themselves and relax and so on. So I don't need to encourage or motivate anyone to use the product that we are talking about tonight. So that was a big selling point for me. Also, the fact that the company has less than 200 members in the UK at the moment, that was another exciting point for me, because as a network marketing professional, as I like to be known, away from rugby, I know that this is a major opportunity because, like I said, less than 200 people currently involved in the UK. Now, I'm going to tell you a story about my first company. When I joined that company, there was 30 to 40,000 members actively involved in that company in the UK alone. When I joined Direct Sellers, there was less than 100 people involved, and as a company whole, there was 12,000 people approximately involved. Now, my first company, I was making a 5-figure monthly income. And I don't say that to boast, to show off or impress anybody, because number one, you don't know me, and number two, you probably don't care. But the fact that we're dealing now with a product that requires no sales pitch, no explanation, no encouragement for people to consume is very exciting for me. And also, there's less than 200 people involved in the UK. So put your business caps on, folks. Think alcohol, UK market, less than 200 people currently involved with this business. That to me spells major, major opportunity. So that's why I decided to get involved. I sat on the fence for about a week. And then when I looked at the structure of the compensation plan, I thought, right, I need to be in quick. Stop messing about, Ben. Get yourself in the business and let's get to work. So we got to work. And as I said, we've had some reasonable success already. Now, the company background is this. The company has been around as a premium wine club for 4 years. In April of 2016, the company made an amazing business decision and they decided to turn to the direct sales model or network marketing. Personally, I like to call it word of mouth marketing because the company pays the people who speak about the company the most. They will pay those people the most money, effectively. So the more you go out and tell your friends, family, colleagues, and so on about this business, this opportunity, and this product, the more you're going to get paid. That is pretty much how it works. So to me, that is word of mouth marketing. And we're so socially connected now with a mobile phone. We can reach people in an instant, worldwide, globally. So that is massive. And what the company have said is, right, guys, we're going to share the revenue that we make from the movement of the product with the people that share this business opportunity and the product. So that is why it's exciting for me. And again, let me bring you back to the fact that there's less than 200 people involved in the UK. We have got a real opportunity to go out there and get a large market share. Now, I don't know the figures in terms of the wine consumption in the UK, but what I do know is there's 66 million people in the UK approximately, and I know that a lot of those people do enjoy a social and, let's be honest, sometimes occasionally getting drunk. So I believe that the opportunity with wine is absolutely phenomenal. I've already told you that there's a company total of around 12,000 members, and also in the UK 200. What I want to tell you now is about the customer program. So if you're looking at this from a consumer point of view only, you'd be pleased to know that if you're just a consumer and you decide to become a customer of this company, if you tell 3 of your friends about it and they decide to become customers as well, you're going to get your wine for free. So as a customer, there's a mega incentive to go out there and do the word of mouth marketing thing, what I've already spoken about. Now, word of mouth marketing happens naturally if you have got a quality product or a quality service. So, you know, let's just say that this wine comes around the UK, it's absolutely superb, you enjoy it every time you drink it, you're naturally going to tell your friends about it. So as a customer, if your friends decide to subscribe, you're getting your wine for free. Now, as a business partner, not only are you going to get paid upon customer subscriptions, but if you introduce other business partners, the company is going to give you a bigger part of the revenue share, a bigger part of the revenue pool based on the size of the team that you build. So, you know, if you want to look at this from a business point of view, you want to build a massive organisation and, you know, plant distribution points all over the UK, as in people, then you've got a chance of making some serious commissions from this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen share how you get started in the business, how much it costs, and how you can get your money back, and so on. So, oops, let's just get on to that one. So here we go. So to get started in the business in the UK, it's going to cost you $250 to partner up with a company. For that $250, you're going to get 4 bottles of premium wine. You're going to get 20% off any future wines moving forward. And you're also going to get 1 year's partnership with a company. Now, to get your initial investment back, all you have to do is find 2 more business partners. Once you find those 2 business partners, the company is going to pay you a 50% commission on the package that they enroll at. So like I said, in the UK, we're only enrolling at the $250 package. So for every person you introduce, the company is going to give you a $125 commission. And that's going to go on forever, not just for the first 2 people you enroll, but for as many people as you enroll into this business, the company is going to pay you a 50% commission every single time. So $125 every time you bring somebody into the business. Now, the next part of the payment structure is what's called the dual team pay. So what this means is when you have found your 2 business partners, you become what we call dual team qualified. So that makes you eligible for commissions on not just your work, but the work of the people that come into the business underneath you. So let's say I introduce Paul, I introduce Andy, whoever those guys go on to introduce, I also am eligible for commissions on that as well. So you can see you're building a massive network of people here. And as deep as that structure goes on the dual team pay, you're going to get paid infinity deep on that. So as big as that grows, the amount of people that come into that dual team structure that you start, you're going to be eligible for commissions. And the way it works is this. You're going to get paid up to a maximum of 20% in commissions on the least performing leg of business. So as you can see, you've got number 1 is what's called your left-hand sales team. Number 2 is your right-hand sales team. So the least performing sales team every single week, this part of the compensation plan, you're going to get paid up to a maximum 20% commission on that least performing leg of business every single week. So for this example, the right leg has done 4,000 in sales volume, which is less than the left side. So you're going to be eligible for $800 in commission. Obviously, that's depending on you being at the top of the compensation plan, which will give you 20% maximum commissions. Now, there is a cap on that part of the compensation plan because obviously it pays infinity deep and it's a very lucrative part of the compensation structure. So what the company are saying is your maximum commissions that you can earn on that part of the compensation plan is 25 grand a week. 25 grand a week is what I said there, folks, and that's on the most lucrative part of the compensation plan, and that is the cap. Now, again, there's 200 people currently involved in the UK. This is going to explode when it officially launches into the UK. What I mean by that is when the wine starts getting shipped around the UK in the next 30 to 60 days, that Jewel team is just going to get very big, very fast. Now, my question is, from a business point of view, do you want to be in their position now for all the activity that happens beneath you, or later on once the product launches? So that's something for you to think about. So I've very briefly covered how you get started. I've told you about the background of the company. I've told you how you can make your money back. We have got a very simple system in place which you would need to speak to with the person that invited you to this call so you fully understand it. And obviously my vision, what I want to tell you now is my vision and my belief what's going to happen with this company. I've been involved in health and nutrition products where, like I said already, it requires a certain sales pitch, encouragement, motivation, and all that kind of business. Now we're dealing with a product that requires no explanation, no motivation, and to me, that is just a major opportunity. We all like a social in the UK. Like I said already, we occasionally don't mind getting drunk as well. So a product like wine with a network marketing payment structure attached is music to my ears, and I'm very excited about what's going to happen with this. We've got people that are already at the top of the compensation plan, and those guys are pretty much pioneering what's happening. So I'm not going to waffle on anymore. I think I've got across what I need to get across. What I'm going to do now is pass you back over to Paul. Paul is pretty much the guy that founded this group of people that are involved already within the UK. Paul is the guy that I first listened to and decided to get involved in the business. I believe he's got a team of over 200 people already. And don't forget, folks, this is in the pre-launch. This is one of the leading guys in the UK who's put all this together. So, Paul, I'm going to fire it straight back to you, mate, and I'm going to keep my mouth closed. And actually, I'm going to eat my steak while I've got here, mate.
Thanks, Ben. Good evening, everybody. Yes, like Ben, I am in the fitness industry. I don't play professional sports, but I've been in the fitness industry for 12 years. It'll be 12 years in November. And I first got involved with network marketing in 2013 through a health and wellness company. I had some success with it, but I wouldn't say I was successful. It took me 12 months to retire myself from full-time employment back then. And I helped many people lose weight, get fit, get healthy. And I helped a lot of people gain some financial freedom along the way. But what I also found was that it was a very tough market to be involved with. And even though I had back then, it was coming up 8 years of experience in the fitness industry, I was still having to try and persuade people to get involved with this particular product. And the amount of resistance that I had, it just got too difficult. And through hard times that we had with that, I turned around to someone, I remember the conversation very clearly, and said, tongue-in-cheek, how good would it be if there was a network marketing company that was that came about that involved wine? And anyway, in December of last year, I got a text message from my upline now, and she asked me what back then was a very strange question, but now it's one of the most powerful questions out there on social media. And that question was, do I drink wine? And my answer was yes, I do. Just like 90% of the population, we do like to enjoy a drink, and we do like to enjoy a nice glass of wine. So I got on the phone with her, and she talked to me about direct sellers. She talked to me about this network marketing model that had recently been launched in April of last year. She told me about how it was going to be coming to the UK at some point in 2017. She told me that the UK was going to be the second country to launch behind America, and she was looking for people that saw this as an opportunity. So from that phone conversation, from that phone call, I was in. I didn't get on any Zoom calls. I didn't look at the compensation plan until at least 24 hours later, because that thought, that vision, that dream that I had a few years earlier had come true. There was a network marketing model with the product being wine. So I got involved. I took Christmas out like I normally do. I like to unwind for a couple of weeks over Christmas. But in January, I started talking to a few people. Now, it was never my intentions to build a large organisation until we launched here in the UK, because I wanted to take things nice and easy, and I just wanted to see how we got on. Well, the conversations flowed. The conversations were very easy. There was very little or no resistance to this. 3 simple questions and people have made their mind up. Number 1, do you like drinking wine? Number 2, would you like to get it for free? Number 3, would you like to get paid for it? So in my first full month of being in the company, I hit the top of the compensation plan. I was only the 3rd person in the UK to do that. There's now 8 people in the UK that have hit that top of the compensation plan. And as Ben said, we are still in pre-launch. So I now have an organisation of, I think, close to 230 people that span over 5 or 6 different countries and 3 different continents. Now, bearing in mind, this is still only launched live just in the United States of America, you can kind of start to imagine just how big this is going to become. So about 5 or 6 weeks ago, I was lucky enough to go out to the States and out into Vegas for the official launch of Direct Sellers. So it's only officially been opened towards the end of February. Whilst I was out there, I got to listen to 4 founders, the 4 gentlemen that have come together to create this phenomenal company. Now, their aim, their goal, their mission is to create Direct Sellers and to make it the largest wine club in the world. And I've got absolutely no doubt that that will happen. Now, again, as Ben said, there's just about between 12 and 13,000 people currently involved with this. My first company that I was involved with had 3.5 million people before I joined, and it still only took me 12 months to retire myself. So think of these numbers. There's 12 to 13,000 people involved with this. There's less than 200 in the UK. There's 66 million people that live in this country. 95% of them drink wine. So going back to Vegas, these 4 guys have all had phenomenal success within their own right, within their own businesses. Some of them have been in the network industry before, but money is no object to these guys. We're financially free, we're debt free. We've also partnered up with arguably the world's leading attorney for network marketing worldwide, a guy called Kevin Thompson. So any of you that are on the call tonight regarding compliance issues, Google the name Kevin Thompson, you'll understand just how much of a powerhouse this guy is. On top of that, we've got a guy called Jerry Greenfield. He's the director of wine within Direct Sellers. He's known as the wine whisperer in the wine industry. Now, every Wednesday, he does short little SoundCloud videos and tutorials about wine, about the grapes, about the countries that they come for, what to look for in a good glass of wine, what to look for in a glass that you can go out and buy. He talks about the difference between screw top and bottle cap. So what this guy doesn't know about wine really is not worth talking about. As Ben mentioned, we've got the strongest compensation plan in the world, where they pay a 50% fast start bonus to every single person that you bring into this. With that, they've got a phenomenal leadership, people that have come out of retirement to partner up with Direct Sellers for 2 reasons. Number 1, the compensation plan, and number 2, the product. You will not find a stronger product on the market today. It's got little or no resistance. As I said before, 95% of the population drink wine. This will be the largest, the fastest growing and the most exciting social movement that's ever hit this country. I never imagined that in my first few months of being in the business, I'd have a team of 226 people, and I've got 6 of those master sellers in my downline. Now, I'm not going to go on for too much longer because, as I said, we wanted to keep this nice and short, nice and sweet. But what I want you to think about now is these figures. Now, I worked out a couple of weeks ago that if every single person in my organisation brought in just 1 new person a month, now bearing in mind, Ben brought 9 people in 6 days. There's other people on the call that have brought 9 people in their first couple of weeks. I'm talking about if every single person brought in just 1 person every single month between now and the 31st of December, my organisation would be close to 100,000 people. So let's quickly go back to what Ben was talking about earlier on that dual team pay, on that binary system. Let's take the numbers and let's split them into half. Let's say there's 50,000 points on one side and there's 50,000 points on the other side. If you was to bring 9 personal people in, you're at the top of the compensation plan, earning 20% of your weaker leg. Now, I don't need to tell you that 20% of 50,000 on a weekly basis is a lot of money. Now, this is going to grow whether you guys do it or not. This is going to grow whether we do it or not. All I do know is that the people that are involved already are in for the most fun-filled, exciting, lucrative, successful journey that they've ever been in. What I love about this is that everyone is winning. Every single day, people are waking up with emails telling them that their organisation's growing. I've never seen growth like it. I've never seen momentum like this in my entire life. As I said, I've only been involved with network marketing for 4 short years, but this is going to be one hell of a journey. So what I would urge every single person to do that's on this call tonight is to go back to the person that invited you onto this call. I would get your questions answered, and if there's one question that you need answering in order for you to join tonight, because I can tell you now that there will be people that join tonight, and it's that case of, do you want more people above you before you decide to join, or do you want to start building a team? Because this is going to grow at a rapid rate. Next Tuesday, myself and a few of the other guys will be travelling to London to meet with the founders to run through the rollout of the UK launch. Tomorrow night, same time, on a different link that we'll get up, we've got our leader. He's the 5th highest income earner in the company. He will be on the call tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. So I would urge you all to go out and invite guests onto that call. Thursday night, we've got one of the co-founders on the call with us for the very first time. So this is a big week for us all. This is an exciting week for us all. And as I said, I would do me a favour, go back to the person that invited you onto this call and get those questions answered. As I said at the beginning, this call will be recorded and we will get the link out for you as soon as it's up. So with that being said, guys, have a fantastic rest of your evening. Have a great week, and I'll see you on the call tomorrow night. Ben, as always, I appreciate it, buddy. I'll speak to you soon.